Hey guys, Jonathan here. We got another clutch of eggs hatching today. Let's take a peek, see what we got. This is clutch number 6. Clutch number 6 laid on 5/29. Hatch date expected 28th or the 2nd. And albino crossed to an Okatee. Today is the 28th, and they are actually hatching on schedule. Let's see where I'm going to be out of the light. Alright, looks like we've got one out of the egg. Real pretty little guy. Sorry about that. And then we have, looks like 30 eggs ready to go. So you see a bunch of little heads sticking out the eggs there. Now these are all going to come out looking normal. It was an Okatee bred to an albino. That's actually the mother there. I don't know if that's a very good shot of her. Let's see. Everybody just ate tonight, so everybody's kind of being lazy. Check this guy out. This is the sibling to one clutch. One of the hatchlings from last year, one of my holdbacks. This egg here, that is going to look like that one. And out of this same clutch here, same pairing, let's see. Where did it go? We got a couple of these. How about that? These things are solid pink, no pattern. Last year I got 2 out of the clutch. Again, the rest of the clutch look like that. The other 2 solid white. Both parents also look like that there. And this year we got 3 or 4, I think. No, I'm sorry, it was 5. I think it was 5 that were like this, and then a couple of real light ones with a little bit of a pattern to them. So we got these guys set up here waiting on the shed. We'll get them feeding. And we had some albino stuff hatch out, some albinos, some head albinos. That was actually these 2 stacks here were actually from an albino male to that female, head albino. We've got these 2 stacks here, which was from the butter bred to the snow. She's I'm not sure you can see the butter. She's kind of hiding in there. Like I said, everybody ate today, so they're all kind of in their little boxes and ready to hide. Let's see if we can pop one of these open and take a peek at it. Now these things actually turned out to be pretty nice looking animals. Spill in the water. Okay, we got a little poop, a little shed. Filthy water. When you see that, you have to change it. That water is garbage. This whole container is going to be changed. And it was not like that a few hours ago when I went through and checked on everybody. That just goes to show you, in a matter of minutes, things can change. So you've got to check your hatchlings daily. You've got to change the water daily or every other day. I mean, and a lot of times when you deal with hatchlings set up like this, you're going to get nasty water. You're going to get them knocking their water over. You're going to have them getting shed skin in their water, fecal matter in their water, flipping the paper towel over, sucking up the water. You know, getting it wet. You have to go through daily and change them. I cannot stress how important it is to keep your water clean for your hatchlings. If you don't do that, they're probably not going to survive. But that was one of the hatchlings from the butter corn to the snow corn. Really pretty. Really deep reds. We're actually going to change this. Let's see if I can do this one-handed here. Usually I cut these in half, but right now we're just going to use that as a whole. Out with the old, and with the new. Hold on, little buddy. Okay, yeah, so this isn't always so easy to do with one hand. Especially when I drop the lid. I'll get another water bowl for this and another hide here in just a second. It's a little hard to do with one hand. We'll go ahead and leave that right there. Did you see dirty water? You have to change that. This is where this is the time of the year where my job gets to be 10 times the work, because that's literally what I'm doing daily. I'm going through changing water bowls, washing water bowls, and refilling water bowls. So it's a lot of work. If you're gonna hatch out babies, you're gonna have a lot of work to do. Usually with one clutch of 30 eggs, it's a handful of work. Now I'm gonna be hatching out over 100 or so eggs, so if I'm a little late on some of the video footage, it's because I'm busy taking care of babies. Some more albino stuff. Really nice looking animals. I got some normal stuff, some more albino stuff, albino head albino stuff, reverse Okeetees, and well, I guess they would be blizzards. We'd have a clutch of 14 eggs that only produced 3 good eggs, which was the albino Okeetee to an Okeetee, which is this female up here, which is in shed. And we got this clutch of 30 eggs hatching out. So I'm going to be pretty busy. We still got tons of babies over here that I'm dealing with. I think they're down as all geckos, so we're dealing with a lot of geckos, and then more corn snakes and milk snakes there, on top of all the breeders. You know, these are the last year's holdback hatchlings for breeding next year and the following year. And then I got all the ball pythons back there. And then, as you know, there's another rack. Let's see. Another 10 stack over here full of corn snakes. There's one of the new pickups and that we got, Black Pastel. Kind of got him over here on the side by himself for now. And then we got some of the other stuff that we hatched out set up over here. And yeah, as you see, my room is jam-packed with bedding. Some of the bugs that were producing worms still working out pretty good. Super worms we produced ended up doing good. And we got mealworms. We're making all of our own gecko food. This here, I believe, is full of mealworms. Let's see. Yeah. So it's always cool to grow your own bugs for your geckos. What else do we got going? This is what we do. Oh shit! I've got this little contraption that I use to mutate my worms. I set each one of these up with one worm. Now as they curl up, that one's kind of moving around a little bit, but as they curl up, I'll actually throw 2 in a thing. Once they're not moving around, you're good to go, but you only want to put 1 worm in each container. Now the only reason I do that after they quit moving around and curl up is so I can add another worm to produce more beetles. Now these will all mutate, turn into one of these guys, pupa, or I call little aliens, because they look like the alien. And then after about a week or so, these here will actually turn into beetles, which will, sorry about that, we'll go right on in here with these guys. And I got them on some oatmeal and layer crumble with a little bit of Raisin Bran cereal, wheat bran, and pretty much they'll just lay eggs in there, and then the eggs will hatch. Let's see, I don't know if we can find it in here. I guess I might need to locate them first. Okay, well, maybe that wasn't a good idea. There isn't too many in here anyway. Okay, here we go. Where did they go? Alright, there's one. You can see that. Oops, sorry about that. They turn into little bitty worms. And them little bitty worms will grow really quick into super worms. So that's just a little update on the worm stuff. Sometimes it's a lot cheaper when you're dealing with a lot of animals just to produce your own food. As you guys know, I do my own mice, my own rats. So yeah, once we get the new room going, these big racks here are going to come out of here. Some of them empty aquariums that I got back there, a lot of my extra bedding and stuff is going to go in there. The dog's after something. What is it, dog? Where you at? Get him, Shy. It's really dark, you guys can't see, but my attack dog's over there barking at something in the swamp. Alright. It's dark and spooky in the swamp. Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, once we get the new room together, a lot of this stuff's going to come out of here. And I'll be able to spread these stacks out a little more. I won't have all this clutter. Still got to figure out what I'm going to do with all the weights. We haven't actually worked out in about 2 weeks, which really stinks. As you see, I've got a mess. I've been in here all day working, so we got to get this place cleaned up, and I got to get my butt to bed. 5 o'clock in the morning comes early. I got to get up at 5 and get to work. Here's one of the holdbacks from last year. Now that snake was produced by my albino male to my creamsicle female, which produced that creamsicle. There's actually 2 creamsicles, that candy cane looking thing, and then I have some albino stuff that's up top. It's not moving around, they're actually in their cage or hide. So yeah, this is just a quick little update video on what we got going on. As soon as these things get out, you know, start hatching, or I'm sorry, start shedding and feeding, and I'll take a few out of the container and you know, actually I'll take this little bucket thing here and fill it with one snake from each hatch, you know, clutch, just to give you guys a little update on what we got and what everything's looking like. And there'll be plenty of videos throughout the summer and the beginning of fall on all the different little babies. I'm sure as I go through and hand feed them and clean them, I'll start noticing some with cooler patterns than others, and you know, I'll be showing them off. So yeah, we've got clutch number 1, clutch number 2, clutch number 3, clutch number 4, clutch number 5, And then clutch number 6 is hatching as we speak. Which was the whole reason I started this video. And then I got to rambling about everything else. So no more out of the egg yet, just this little guy here. Let's see. Real pretty, a little bit of vermiculite on him. Nothing crazy with the pattern. Even though his mother has some. Here we go. Nope, stay still, little guy. Let me show you off. His mother has a lot of them zigzag patterns. This guy doesn't really show a lot of. Some vermiculite on him there. He's a little dirty. He just come out of the egg. That's to be expected. But yeah, there's one of them zigzag marks. I'll actually produce some of these that have 2 or 3 inch long markings on it. Now these actually hatched out a little small. The eggs are a little small, but that's okay. We'll get them feeding. We'll get them going. They'll grow in no time. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys a little update on everything that's going on. And if I'm a little shy on the videos in the next few weeks, it's because I got my hands full, you know, with all the hatchlings. So please forgive me. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And again, thanks for watching.